All right. Hi, guys. Please forgive me for being late. Um, my lighting is not the best, but you will get the point. So we are doing party pad presentation. And I'm going to pull it up because I'm going to use the one from eSuites. Now, a few things I want to tell you about a party. Number one, parties are very easy. All right. Hi, guys. Please forgive me for being late. My lighting is not the best, but you will get the point. So we are doing party pad presentation. So another walking through that. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of live on the air, being recorded on the phone with you. Text it to me, please. Goodbye. I'm pulling it up. So what I was saying about the party is parties are really simple. You honestly, if you have your party pad and you have your party pad notes, you should be fine with, you should be is really, really is simple. And my computer is taking the longest today to work. Oh my gosh. I should have had all this pulled up, but I didn't. So let's talk about a few basics from the party that you need to have. Number one, for those of you that are brand new, you may not have all of the products that the party pad may talk about. And I want to tell you that if you don't have it, it's fine. Don't feel pressured to have the Fat Fighters demo, the samples of the different things. If you don't have it, it's fine. Now, what I do suggest in your first auto ship that you put Fat Fighters and you put Define and Gel in your auto ship, and that you use your wrap rewards to get your wraps. Because you do need those things, and also your greens, because you need to try them for yourself, because those are great products that people will use. You will do need them, but if you don't have them for your very first party, it's not the end of the world. A little trick for the Fat Fighters demo could be you have the YouTube link in your phone. Find a Fat Fighters demo online. They have thousands of them. Find a Fat Fighters demo online, and when it's time for the Fat Fighters demo, text it to everyone in the room right then, and then just take a minute and let them watch it. That's if you are in an environment where you don't have a screen where you can project it, or a TV. Because one thing about a party is you want to keep it really basic, and you want to keep it really simple. If you do a whole lot with a party and you have all these decorations and you have all this stuff and you got bags and you got all this stuff, you have to remember the people that's coming to your party, they need to be able to feel that what you're doing is duplicatable. So, at one time I used to go to parties and I would have one bag because I was starting out. All I had was wraps, saran wrap, and some water, and my presentations. And then I thought I knew something, and I got advanced, and I started having all these samples of everything. And I had a big suitcase that I carried around. It's a rolling suitcase. And I actually had the suitcase for vendor events, but I used it for my parties also. But then I was portraying this thing that all of this was required for a party when it's not. So now I'm back to my regular old party bag. It has my party pads in it. It has my wraps, might have a few things of water, but water is one thing that I ask for the host to make sure they provide for their people. So yeah, that's what I do. So let's get started, and this won't take long at all. So yeah, I don't make your parties over the top to the point where um, people can't people can't duplicate what you're doing. Um, not to shy away from what Deidre has said. Deidre is the party queen. If you have not watched Deidre's, listen to Deidre's call, make sure you go back and listen to her call, because that is what you need to do for a party. She doesn't even use a party pad anymore because she's just so good at it. So you need to get the party information from, but this is for those that are just starting out that, need a guide. So your party pad starts with, you open up with the cover. You know that when you walk in, you're going to, first thing you're going to ask everyone, you're going to greet everyone, you're going to be really personable, and you're going to say, are you rapping today? You're going to find out if everyone is rapping, and you're going to ask them if it's going to be cash or charge. I personally do not take checks. I don't like cashing checks, and I don't like bounce checks. So I don't do checks. It's either cash or charge. You can get a Square or a Cash App or whatever, and they can pay for it on the spot, or they can give you cash. If you have cash, get you a jar. The Training Academy guidebook talks about the jar, so you have the jar. They put their money in it. I always have someone help me, but my first couple of parties, I didn't. So I would take them to a separate room, to the side, and wrap them. And when you do that, you clean the area, put the wrap on them, put the saran wrap around them, and you talk about them, and you ask them, what are your current weight loss goals? And, they might say, they say, well, I need to lose about 25 pounds. You tell them, well, I'm going to recommend a skinny pack to you. And you ask them, do you poop regularly? Are you I do. If they don't, then you say, okay, well, I'm going to also advise that you get some greens. So here's your order form. Go ahead and check those things off. And when you hear me talk about them, So now before you even get to the party, you've already made recommendations for that person based on their needs. And that always helps. So by the time everyone sits down, and if you have a catalog in your kit, you can copy the catalog, give everyone a catalog. The order forms, somebody said the order forms aren't in the back office anymore. So just tell them to write that down. Or when you give them a catalog, tell them to circle it. These are the items that I'm going to, talk to you about ordering at the end. And now you sound like a professional because you're making recommendations. So you are going to do that. You get everybody seated, try to make sure you start on time, and you're going to be very excited. You're going to be just, you're going to be hyped, and you're going to let everybody know that, you're so glad that they're there and all this kind of good stuff. So you open up the party pad. You're the only one with a party pad. For those of you that haven't invested in some, they do have new party pads if you want to buy them. I think they're $12.95 for 25. I always take my party pads back up. I don't let them keep them. I did have somebody write in one time, so I let her keep it. Whack. So yeah. Anything else before starting a party? Sign-in sheet. Information is on the sign-in sheet because you want to make sure you're able to follow up with everyone. And you're going to make it really personable. So the front cover and the party pad notes are in your back office, and you're going to cut them and you're going to tape them down on everything on the correct page. And so the first page says, you flip it open and you're going to be talking to them while you're kind of looking at it, looking back and forth, and you ask them, and this is the cover. It says, how many of you tried that crazy rap thing? And they will tell you And if anybody's in the room right now, say how many of you are trying it now. They'll raise their hand. Ask them, how does it feel? And they'll start telling you, I don't feel anything. Mine is burning. Mine is tingling. Mine is still a little cold. I don't, they'll start talking these different things and you'll say, tingling, good. That's really good. That means it's working. You just kind of affirm what's going on in the atmosphere. And the next question says, what we have experienced over the last decade is 9 out of 10 people get results with their first time trying the wrap. And so we will share your results in the next 45 minutes. And so remember, you want to make sure they know what the purpose of the wrap is so they don't expect their stomach to be gone when they stand up. And so then you talk about your own personal results, only take 1 to 2 minutes. All of this is on the party pad. And you're going to engage them. How does it feel? Warm, tingly, all this stuff, because you want them to be a part of the presentation. Then you flip the page. The next page The next page says, and I was trying to pull up the actual party pad, but my PowerPoint is just whatever. So you can flip to the next page, and this is actually that was the product cover. So now we're actually on page 1. But on page 1, you're going to show them a dry wrap, pass it around, let them feel it, and you can tell them it's a cloth wrap, 13 by 21 inches long. Tell them, depending on their girth, those sides will go over their love handles, and you can kind of pinch yours or the sides and let them know, and place it on you. So they can see how it fits and demo the places where you can put it. All of this is in your party pad, and you can wrap your arm around it, show them how, if you have 2, show them how one is cut in half, show them how you can put it on your chin and wrap it there. It's because people have gobble necks, your back, all the different places. So show them where they can put it, and then ask them, where would y'all put it? And they can say, oh, I want that one so I can get rid of this chin. Stay engaged. And then tell them, we don't put it on the face because we have a special wrap for the face. And you can tell them that and you have if you have a dry face wrap, and tell them that, the face wrap does the exact same thing. It's going to tighten, tone, and firm. What we call it is a facelift in a box. We say that because people really it takes years off of people's lives when they use the face wraps. It's the same thing. You will see results within as little as 45 minutes. Remember, this is a cosmetic product, so we don't talk about inches. So remember that. So you're going to keep engaging the audience by stating all the places where it can be wrapped, and you can try it for as little as 25. You can wrap anywhere. You can wrap at home, in the office, wherever you are, and wherever you want. And then it's a 72-hour wait period recommended. So you can wait 72 hours to wrap again, or you can wrap once a week. That's all page 1. The bullet points tell you what to say. The parentheses tell you what to think and what not to say, or what to do. So you're going to flip the page. Now you're on page 3. It says, this is what it does. And you're going to read the bullets on page 3 to show what it does. And sweet Jesus, okay. Yeah. Oh, there we go. This is what it does. And on page 3, it says, tighten, tones, and firms in as little as 45 minutes, reduces the appearance of cellulite. It gives you fast and lasting results from a botanically based wrap. It's only available through It Works independent distributors. So I'm looking at the party pad online and the notes at the same time because I didn't print it off. So that's what you read for page 3. And then you ask the crowd, who has had, and there may be someone who's actually tried it and had results. Let them tell them about their experience. And then you talk about the water part. You're going to make sure that you drink water to improve your results. And what we say is that you're going to drink half your weight in ounces of water over the next 3 days. If you weigh 100 pounds, you're going to make sure that you drink 50 ounces of water over the next 3 days. The more you drink, the more you shrink. So the more water you drink, the better your results are going to be. You want to make sure you say those types of things. That's page 3. Now on page 5, becoming a loyal customer. This is important. So page 5 looks like Yeah, because page 4 is notes. So page 5 says become a loyal customer. Save up to 40% on your purchase. That's what it says at the top. So you read the bullet point. We have some amazing products, but we're going to focus on just a few of our top selling products so you can experience instant results along with a few favorites. And remember to keep it simple. That's, you don't have to read that out loud. Remember to keep it simple. You could talk about the energy. Bam, have an empty can. If you have energy, this is so good. If you have energy, have the little sample cups, take an energy and pour it in each of the cups. It's really good cold, so I would say chill it first if you can. Put it in the cups so that everybody can taste it and say, oh, this is really good. And then you tell them a little bit about the energy. Now, I would only read the bullet points that are on the website because you don't want to go in detail. If someone needs more information, then you give them more information. The product sheets are there for that. And then you're going to talk about the greens, 8 servings of fruit and vegetables. Give them a sample of the greens. The easiest way to do a sample of the greens is take a bottle of water or take a green tea or a red tea bottle. I don't like tea at all, but a friend of mine gave me a red tea from Nestle. It was really good, mango or something. I don't remember what it was. Put 2 to-goes in there, or put 4 scoops in there and shake it up and pour it into each one. And let them taste the greens and then tell them what the greens are going to do. Read the bullet points. The bullet points are all in the catalog also. Fat fighters. Tell them what the fat fighters are going to do. It's going to cut some of the fat and carbs out of your heaviest meal. It's going to cut 70% of the carbs, 30% of the fat. It's made with that Garcinia cambogia or something that's on the thing. Dr. Oz talks about that a lot. And so that's when you do the fat fighters demo. If you have fat fighters, make sure you brought your clear glass, put a lot of water in it, put a little bit of oil in it, make sure your fat fighters are crushed up, drop the fat fighters in there, and while it's, and have everybody just watch, and you can be silent. Then it start to bloop, it'll drop, and then you tell them, this is what it does in your body. Fat fighters work in your stomach. They don't work in your colon, so you're not going to have any accidents or any urgency. But it's going to grab hold of that stuff, so it's going to grab hold of those carbs so you don't absorb them. People love the fat fighter demo. Again, if you don't have a fat fighter demo to do live, text them the link. Let them watch it live right then. Even if it's a few people, have them share phones. And, you have to be innovative. And what I do personally, I take the product sheet and I go through pretty much all of the products. And I only take about 7 minutes to do it. So I start with the skincare line and I start with the hair vitamins. And so I have a booklet of hair vitamin results. And so I say our hair vitamins, it does this, 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 this. And I pass the pictures around. They're like, oh, and I'm like, do y'all know anybody that needs to grow out their hair? You know anybody with thinning hair? You know anybody with this? And they're like, oh, my cousin. Oh, I got about 3 friends. I was like, good. So when we get you something today, you're going to sign your 3 cousins up and you're going to get all this free stuff. What? Yeah, girl. And they're like, oh, okay. I said, I'll tell you more about that in a minute. So now we're pulling them in for the pull. And so you're going to keep going through it, and hair vitamins. And then we talk about the exfoliating peel, and you show them the picture of Sheila, who gained 20 years of her life back simply by using the face wraps, the exfoliating peel, the cleanser, and the toner. Show them Sheila. Talk about how she was on the stage and how they showed her pictures live at conference in front of 10,000, 15,000 people. And she just cried because she had gained a part of her life back. You're going to tell about real people and real stories and let them see the pictures. And you're going to talk more about the skincare, the cleansing, the toner. And I'll talk about me personally, and you can use me as an example. I don't use the 2 regular moisturizers because me personally, I have very dry skin. So if somebody has regular skin, those moisturizers may work well for them. But me, I had to go to the Stretch Mark cream. The Stretch Mark cream is the heaviest moisturizer I've ever seen, and it is awesome. It is the only thing that I have ever used in my 38 years of life that has kept me from getting dry patches. The Stretch Mark cream is amazing on the skin. So that's what I use as my moisturizer. I wash it with the cleanser, I spray it with the toner, and then I use the Stretch Mark cream, and voila, that's what we get. Yeah, yes, that's what we do. And So then I go to lifestyle and I ask questions. Does anybody have any joint pain? No. Does anyone know anyone with joint pain? Oh, my aunt does. Okay, well, you need to look at relief, circle that, or write that name down, because we need to get your aunt some relief. Does anybody have problem with bowel movements? I know that's a little private, but that's not healthy for your colon. I do. Does anybody know anybody that does? Okay, well, you need to look at regular. So you use the product sheets to kind of ask questions, and you kind of go through them, and you can say, look over the product sheet. So while I'm reading it, I will go over the fat fighters. I will go over the ThermoFit. I will go over the most popular products, but everything else I will kind of touch on so they know that it's available. Then I go to, but before I, oh, wait a minute. No, before I do those, the skincare, I do the body, which is the wraps. We kind of already did that, didn't we? The defining gel. Oh, and I do the defining gel because I tell them that the defining gel tightens, tones, and firms. It does what the wrap does on a lower dosage on a daily basis. And I show them defining gel pictures. I showed them the picture of Patrice when she did her thighs, how one thigh was tight and one thigh was not, because she used defining gel on just one leg. I showed them the picture of the woman with the boobs who gave herself a breast lift by using defining gel for 2 weeks. So you find the defining gel pictures and you put them together so that while people are looking at the, feeling defining gel or hearing about it, they can look at that also. So you go through everything, you get to the lifestyle, you talk about you might lose 70 pounds in 1 month using the ProFit, using the fat fighters, the greens, the ThermoFit, and it's vital. I tell them that story. And I tell them how we have over 30 different recipes that you can use for the ProFit. I talk about the, boy, that energy is starting to kick in. Wow. I talk about how we have the different recipes for the ProFit and how you can make brownies with our protein. It's top quality. It has high bioavailability. So that means it's made with 14 grams of protein and you're going to actually absorb most of that. I talk about how you can make brownies, you can make pancakes, you can make weight loss bars, you can make all different types of shakes, you can make popsicles, you can make these different things with your, I think you can put it on ice cream. I don't know. Anyway, so I let them know about that so that they can know that this protein is multifaceted. And as though it does cost a little more, that is something that is going to enhance their life. So we talk about that. So you go through the products, find out who's in the room, who needs what. And I'll also go over the different packs that we offer because the packs give them a greater discount. So then I talk about the loyal customer program. I'm still on the party pad. So when you become a loyal customer, you're going to get 40% off on all your orders. It is $50 to be a loyal customer, but you know what? I'm going to personally waive your $50 fee if you stay for a full 3 months. No one ever gets charged that $50, but we have to let everybody know we're giving you such great discounts that you have to stay 3 months. So it's not charged unless you choose to cancel early. No one cancels early, but I have to let you know just in case. That's how I say it. So you get one product a month for a minimum of 3 months. You can change your order around every month so you can try all of these amazing products, and you can change the item, the date that your item is shipped for that month. So you're going to earn perk points for every product that you earn. So for example, if you get a case of energy, it's $60. So you're going to earn $6 in perk points. You want to order something else throughout the month, you can get it and you can take $6 off because every time you place an order, you get 10% back. So you're going to earn a lot of perk points over the time that you're ordering, just so we can say thank you. And you can say, just so I can say thank you for being a loyal customer. Also, if you're still ordering at 6 months, I'm going to give you $50 more in perk points. If you're still ordering at 12 months, I'm going to give you $100 in perk points. All of this is free product just to say thank you for being a loyal customer, because I like to take care of my people. I'm also going to give you a referral link. This link is going to just help you rob me blind of product. So say you decided you wanted to get some hair vitamins today. You order your hair vitamins, but you want to try the wraps. You may not have the money to try the wraps right now. It's fine because you already know 3 other people that need to try hair vitamins. So you tell your friends, you know what? I'll talk to them for you if you want me to. We get them to place an order of hair vitamins through a link that's going to be on your landing page. It's going to have your first and last name on it. Every time someone purchases from that link in the first 30 days, you're going to get a free box of wraps. So you become a customer, use that landing page for your friends, You get 3 boxes of wraps. You just got me for $300 in free product. Everybody loves free. So you make sure you work that, and tell them about the virtual party, how you'll do the work for them. Because some people just don't like to do the work to try to find all of these people. Yeah. So, and you tell them after 3 months, you become a lifetime customer. You become a, y'all wouldn't believe my phone does this all day long. I don't know. It's all in text messages. I don't even know who it is. So then you're going to talk about the defining gel. We talked about that. The facial, talked about that. All of this is in the party pad. The lip and eye cream, you can show pictures of that. The exfoliating peel, talk about that. The energy, all of this stuff is in the party pad. So you don't have to look it up. You don't even have to go find it. It's right there. All right. So that's the loyal customer program. You give them the opportunity to ask any questions that they want, and you answer them. The next part you're going to do is the opportunity. So if they have party pads also, tell them to flip the party pad over. If you're the only one with a party pad, you flip it over. And this is the good part. So you're going to say, join the party. That's what having your own It Works business is like, a fun-filled party with new friends. So you're going to share a story of all the friends that you've made. You're going to tell about your team. Tell about the unity and togetherness and how everybody wants everyone to succeed. Because a lot of times what you will find is that you have found a lot of people have tried network marketing businesses, but I was one of them. I was brought into 2 businesses and left alone. Had no clue what to do, didn't know how to get started. I was left alone and I failed. Some people are self-starters and some people are not self-starters, but you don't want to leave this, just in case everybody's not a self-starter, you don't want them to feel left out. So tell them about your team. Tell them about how we're together, how we will train you, mentor you to make sure that you are prepared. So you do that. Tell them about the first 60 days, the Ruby bonus, the $500 bonus. And you're going to read step 1, join the party. I'm not going to read all of that because it's right there on the thing, but you go through it and tell them you it's a $99 to join. Tell them it's boom season, 8,000 customers a day, 1,000 distributors a day. It's a great time to join the business because we're taking over. Tell them about the auto ship. The auto ship is optional. It's better if you run your auto ship because you can get your personal product, and we will show you how to make the money by the time your auto ship runs. If you wrap about 8 people, you'll be able to pay for your auto ship and your website because you want to be a product of the product. So you're going to use your auto ship for that. But just in case you may run a little short, not be able to run your auto ship, if you reach your volume goal of 150 in volume, which is about 2 or 3 customers, you don't have to run your auto ship and you still will be able to be paid for the month because you want to make sure people know it's no obligation to be a part of It Works. We're not going to penalize you. Then you're going to talk about the boosters. The boosters are on here, and make sure you let them know the mini booster is only available at sign up, but the party booster is available after sign up also. Then you're going to go over step 3, which is Go Ruby. Read that information. Tell them about it. Be excited. Let them know you're a part of a team that if they follow suit and let them be trained by the leaders, they will have the opportunity to go Ruby in the next 30 days, next 60 days. Talk about the earning chart. That's the next page, page 5. And what I do with the earning chart, I ask them, I go around and I let them look at it and I say, which one would be good for you in about 3 or 4 months? Most people say Double Diamond. They're happy with Double Diamond. Of course, you have a couple people say, I want ambassador. That's great. Everybody wants ambassador. But most people say Double Diamond. And so then I personally tell my story because I don't let them know my rank or anything like that when I sign up. I mean, when I start the party, I let them know at that time to let them know that it's possible. And so I tell my story month by month, January, how, what I did. And I'm not going to go through that now because everyone has their own journey. So if you're just starting, you're going to tell why you started. And you can tell part of my story if you want to. Tell a part of Jennifer's story because we're all on the same team. Tell them what you are going for. Tell them why you chose it and give them your why. Name your kids. Tell them why this is so important to you. You know, make it a connection. Don't just make this party about give me your money, here's your product. Make it a connection, because that's gonna make them want to be a part. And then the page 7 says you can become a loyal customer, enjoy the benefits, and you're going to read the bullets from page 7. Or you can take the advantages of becoming a distributor, and you're going to read the bullets. And then what I do is I give everybody a steps to success sheet. Well, I take one steps to success sheet and I ask them, do you know 3 people who want to make money? Do you know 4 people that want product? If they say, yeah, I tell them, write their names and their numbers on the back. You need to be a distributor. I go to the next person, and I do that with every single person. Every single person. I tell everybody that. And by the end, I know my people who just need to be loyals and my people who just need to be distributors. And I tell them, we're getting ready to unwrap everybody. Go ahead and look at pull up my website. If you don't have any forms, pull up my website and go ahead and start placing your order. I'm gonna turn on some music so it's not an awkward silence. And we get ready to place these orders. We're going to sign you up to be distributors. We're going to get your people in the system, and we're going to get you that $500 bonus in the next 60 days. And I tell them, thank you for giving me your time. And I just tell them, as a leader, from a leader standpoint, what my goal is. My goal is to help anyone I encounter reach their maximum with this business, because I know what it did for me. I know how it changed my life, and I know how it can help people not be stuck in the everyday of life. And so you just want to go there with people. You want to let them know the possibilities of this business. And it's not about selling anybody a dream. It's not about selling anybody a dream. It's really about making people know that they have options. That's what It Works does. So that's all I have. I hope that helps. I know you're going to be watching the recording. So if you have any questions, please put them below or hit me up with the inbox, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.